if you're thinking about buying famous Western brands, oh, I know the Gucci bag is made in China now, and maybe if I can find the factory, I can get a backdoor order. The scam artists know that there are a lot of you looking for that kind of factory direct, not counterfeit if it's from the real factory, but it's unauthorized purchase. These products really don't exist. There are scam artists out there saying, yeah, I've got a cousin that works at the Gucci contract manufacturer. Give me an order and I'll get you 5 bags out the back door. You're going to get scammed almost every time. If you're a sloppy buyer, you don't use purchase orders, you don't verify who the seller is, you're at risk. Okay, so here are some tips and ways to be safe. Like I said before, Australia, America, we're blessed with a proper legal system that protects our rights as a buyer. That just doesn't exist over in Asia. So don't think that if something goes wrong, you can call the police in India and they're going to help you track down this scam artist. That your embassy in Beijing is going to help you, get your money back. Yeah, there's no better business bureau in Asia. So, don't gamble. A lot of buyers that I've met in the past couple of days have said, well, my order is only $2,000. I'm just getting started. Okay, if you're going to take a punt on it, go for it. But in my experience, you should put your money on black at the casino down the street rather than taking the time and effort to spend thousands of dollars on a supplier that you've never met that you're purchasing from online. So if you're gambling, okay, know that you're gambling and then don't ask, oh, I lost. All right. Important. Make sure that your payments are linked to performance. A scam artist will always try to get as much money out of you up front as they can. So if the supplier says, all right, 10% up front, 80% at shipment after you do an inspection, and the final 10% after it arrives, hey, that's pretty good, unless your order is $1 million and that 10% is really valuable for the scam artist who's going to disappear. But on smaller orders, $10,000 and below, if you can spread out the payment method to spread out your risk, a scam artist will never accept it. So that's one way to determine if your seller is legit or not. As I mentioned before, don't be seduced by the low price. If something's really low, there's a reason for it. And in the conference that I'm doing later this afternoon after lunch, I'm going to spend 10 minutes to give you pictures of a real case study of what a scam artist looks like in terms of their website and their methodology. Ask for references. Who are you, confirm who are you paying. The scam artists, because it's so hard for them to open a company in Asia and set up a bank account under a corporate name, the scam artists will always use a personal account to accept your money, whether it's Western Union or a transfer, whatever. If the seller is listed as a name, not a corporate name, be careful. All right, and verify the verifications. It's one thing for a scam artist on their website to say, verified by Alibaba 7-star supplier. Now it's a lot different if the Alibaba website is saying that this supplier is 7 stars as opposed to somebody that photoshopped the Alibaba logo and stuck it on their website to say, we're a 7-star supplier. So you even have to verify the verifications. Luckily, it's easy. If a supplier says, we're ISO 9000 compliant, here's our license number, you can go to the ISO website and verify that that number is accurate. Just for giggles, if you want to get a feel for what kind of scams are out there, check out supplierblacklist.com. I love this website. I visit it every morning. It's a website where buyers like us who have not only been scammed, but have run into bad suppliers, want to tell other buyers about it. So if you find that great supplier, keep that close to your chest. Don't tell anybody. But if a supplier does you wrong, please expose them to the world via this website. So as I was telling the audience the other day, sometimes even after 20 years in Asia, I make mistakes. A deposit goes to a supplier that was about to go into bankruptcy, and I lose a couple $1,000 here or there. And then I go online to Supplier Blacklist and I see how, like last week, this French woman placed an order for $100,000 worth of iPhone clones and received a container load of boxes and lost her $100,000 euros. So when I see that, I'm like, okay, maybe my $2,000 US wasn't so bad. So Supplier Blacklist is just a really interesting resource. Okay, so don't worry too much about scams when you're dealing with real suppliers, but if it's someone that you've never met in person, assume the worst until you're pleasantly surprised otherwise. All right, you've been warned. Enough on that. And you might be saying, hey, the supplier said if there's any problems, we'll just ship it back to Asia. Yeah, sounds pretty good to me. No need for a contract. I'll just send it back. Wrong.